head between the doors so that
This is the Rockling Road Show, the only show with four bikers, by bikers. Jump on as we talk all things motorcycle, maintenance, accessories, weekly rides, bike nights, and more. With your hosts, Alvie and The One3. So kickstands up and let's get rolling.
You know what? I just realized something. I got to add you in here. Hold on. There we go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Rockling Road Show. It is me, Alvie. And we're coming to you live from the two coasts. The two coasts are here. The 1-3 is in Georgia. I am sitting in LA right now. I'm looking out my hotel window, and I've got the 405 right in front of me. So the 1-3 said it looks like there's people walking in front of my window because you can see shadows behind me, but I don't have anybody. I don't have any peeping toms. I've got the 405 in front of me. So there you have it. 1-3 has no sound. Okay, bear with me here. Yeah, sorry guys. I'm dealing with all this stuff. Trying to, let's see. Skype level and mute button unavailable. Why aren't you? Skype audio is currently being broadcast along with your back. Yeah, I can hear you fine. I need you to stop talking to me for a minute. Oh my God. No. I can't. Oh my God, dude. This is aggravating as all hell. And I sound like an idiot right now because I'm not talking to anybody. I can't do that and try and figure out your sound. I gotta do one thing at a time right here because I don't know what the frick I'm doing.
dead air. Pretend I'm playing the drum.
All right, I think you're there now.
Am I on now?
I got levels from you.
You got levels? I can talk. Let me see. Test. Whoever's on, let me know. Well, let him know because I can't see. Sound from the 1-3 yet? Test.
All right, we hear him now. All right.
Awesome.
Lovely. Sorry about that.
So I'm the
guys.
1-3. I'm the 1-3. I'm in Georgia. There you go.
All right, there we go. Yeah. So coming to you from two coasts. Like I said, I'm in California. Bobby's the 1-3's in Georgia. Technical difficult. This wouldn't be a Rockling Road Show without the technical difficulties. Honestly, I'm gonna throw this out there and just say it because I was telling the 1-3 this. This is why I wanted to record a show and just air it as a recorded show because I don't have if you guys look at the screen I don't have my sponsor tickers going across the screen because something's wrong with my laptop. I can't get it to work right. So This is what you get. This is what you get. And,
you know what? It's okay though.
And I'm trying. Look, I'm trying to be good about it because I want to drop about 1 million F-bombs right now because that's the kind of day I'm having. You know what? I don't know where the show's going to go today. By the way, guys, this is what's going to happen. So, look, today I started my day in Florida at I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, and I've been flying. I literally have been flying all day. I got here about an hour and a half ago, and literally sat down and was like, "Holy crap! I gotta try and put all this stuff together, try and make sure everything's working right." And literally, 1-3 at I think 5 minutes to 7 text me like, "Yo, are you good?" I'm like, "I don't know," and like, I try to get the show started, right? I try to get the show started, and what happens? For some reason, Skype decided it wanted to log me out. So I couldn't even get into Skype to do the show because Skype decided, hey, for your safety, we're going to log you out. Like, you got to be kidding. And then, of course, I don't remember my Skype password. When's the last time you typed in your Skype password? Yep. No, rant's not done yet. So then you go to change your password and you type in a password and it says you can't use that password. It's an old password. All right, fine. Try this password. You can't use that password. It's an old password. I'm like, whatever. So I just typed it. I just went across the keyboard, the first line of the top row of the keyboard. So it's Curdy and the rest of those letters. Like literally, that's it. I'm over it. Kim says I need a beer. I'm in California. I think I need a little more than a beer. I go out and have some 420. All right, let me rant's over. I'm gonna go through these comments. By the way, the 1-3 can't read your guys' comments, so I'm probably gonna read comments to him so that he can kind of interact with this. So yeah, all the sound stuff. So let's see. Yep. Your mom says hi.
1-3 bar.
Hi, Mom. Can hear. Okay, good. Connie says, love you guys. Grab a beer. Sissy, what's going on? Welcome to the show again. Like I said, Kim said I needed a beer. And then Connie sent a little drinky emoji. Yep, exactly. That's kind of how I feel right now. But
that's exactly what's going to happen. So, hey, we need to pay some bills right now.
Yeah,
I'm only going to say this
let me get them on
because I
here.
can't. Normally, we try
go.
to read this, because I don't have anything. But today, the show, as always, brought to you by Misfit Metalworks.
That's right.
Eric Warren Artistry.
Yep.
And by Fran Hosh Law. Now you can do all the rest of it.
All right, so Misfit Metalworks, guys, as you guys know, Misfit Metalworks offers CNC plasma cutting, welding, metal fabrication, prototyping services, as well as laser engraving. You can contact the Misfits for all your metal needs at 813-598-7409, or you can stop by the shop, 1913 East Bears Avenue, Unit 1100B. Of course, it's in Tampa, Florida, 33613. And as always, let them know that we sent you. As 1-3 said, we're brought to you by Eric Warren Artistries as well as Dropkick Customs. Eric Warren Artistries is a custom paint and fabrication studio that specializes in turning your custom dreams into reality. EWA offers a one-stop shop for all your paint, metal, fiberglass needs, welding, powder coating, motorcycle stereo equipment, air ride systems, custom wheels, parts development, and much, much more. You can contact our friends over at Eric Warren Artistry at 813-503-4764 or stop by the shop at 13215 North Nebraska Avenue, Suite A, Tampa, Florida 33612. And last but certainly not least is we are also sponsored by the Fran Hosh Law Group. Fran Hosh Law Group offers legal services and legal representation for victims of negligence. They handle a broad range of personal injury and wrongful death matters, including car and truck accidents, motorcycle collisions, slip and fall injuries, and much, much more. For all your legal needs, please contact Fran Hosh Law Group at 866-LAW-FRAN or visit them at lawfran.com or stop by their offices at 1275 Nebraska Avenue. That's in Palm Harbor, Florida, 34683. And just like that, we are on to the show. Chad, what's going on?
You did that so well.
Chad, what is going on, brother? Sissy, great.
Hey,
I'm
man.
glad you love your mug. Let's see. Sissy saying hi to everybody. All right, cool. So
hey.
Let's go ahead and rock and roll into the show. So
so you got that video I sent you the other day.
Yeah. You know what? I gotta put you on this screen too.
So you can see me.
You are. Boy, this is getting really fun. There we go.
Hi.
That's what I wanted to see. All right. So, so why is the 1-3 in Georgia? Let's just go with that one. I got
That's all right.
By the way, the ticker across the bottom says the 1-3's annual motorcycle migration. So that's what I decided to call it.
Okay. Well, every year, me and a couple friends, we go for a ride up into Georgia, Alabama, Carolinas, Tennessee. We hit a whole bunch of different states, and what we're doing is, like, the first year we did this, we did waterfalls. We just went ahead and rode around and checked out all the waterfalls in Georgia. Then we went ahead and rode. We did covered bridges. And we rode the Dragon. This year, we're just up here. We're going to go to a cabin up in Ellijay that a friend of ours is graciously letting me use for the weekend, which is freaking awesome. And it's up in the mountains. And we're just going to use it as a base camp and just take rides. We're going to go here, go there. I think we're going to go to the Dragon, but I think this time we're coming up the back road because I've never been the back way.
Oh, okay.
We're going to also hit another part of another waterfall. This one you can actually walk behind the waterfall, so we'll get some good pictures and photos of that as well. So there's a lot going on. My buddy Paul and his brother Bobby, that's who I'm riding with. They didn't want to be on the show. They're like,
They're like, that's not for me. That's all you.
Yeah, well, something, I don't know. They've said something about being wanted in a couple different states and this and that. It's like, whatever, okay.
I love it.
Yeah,
so you guys are kind of doing a ride to nowhere, so to speak, then.
This year, it absolutely is. It is a ride to nowhere. The past few years, we actually made a destination, but this year, the only destination is where I'm at now in Warner Robins, Georgia, and tomorrow morning we ride out to Ellijay, which is about a 4-hour ride using back roads.
Right.
And we'll probably leave about 7 in the morning so that we can get there at a reasonable time, and then go for a ride from there. And we kind of made a destination of that waterfall. How we get to that waterfall? Yeah, how we get to it, and what we do after, we don't know.
How far from Ellijay is that waterfall?
It's about an hour and a half, 2 hours. So it's not that bad one way. So we'll hit some other roads and some other stuff. So as long as we're back, I think by 7 at night, because it starts to get dark in the mountains, and new tongue, got it yesterday. The cabin we're staying in, which is actually a 2-story house on 2 acres. It's pretty awesome.
Oh wow.
It's on a gravel road, so we have to ride. Yeah, we have to ride about a quarter to a half mile on gravel road. So not horrible. She says that it's a slight grade gravel road. So we're gonna have fun. We just don't want to do it in the dark.
Slight grade in the mountains of Georgia, right?
Slight grade. So I don't know if she means this slight grade or that sure. Slight grade.
Yeah. Sybil, how's it going? Have fun in New Smyrna. Always love being in New Smyrna. Good times out there.
New Smyrna, yeah.
Sissy said the rides to nowhere are the best rides. They truly are. They really are. And Daniel Hopkins says, hello. Welcome, Daniel.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Yeah, dude. It's funny because I joke and I say the annual motorcycle migration, but the truth there is you like you said, you do this every year, and it always seems to fall in that same time frame that I start getting busy. But then this whole thing was compounded, of course, by COVID and it shutting everything down. So now that everything is starting to kind of open, I'm starting to get busy again. But it's funny because everything's starting to kind of open, and I'm out here in California, and everything over here is closed. They just closed everything down again. So
Well, I'm gonna get a hold of my brother. I'm gonna see if my brother will come up and see you. I mean, he's an hour away. He's just down in Redlands.
Well,
so,
shit, an hour,
yeah.
but coming to LA, that's like a 5-hour trip.
Yeah, well, he's got a Corvette, and it's one of the newer ones.
Doesn't matter how fast you can go when you're on the 405 and freaking LA traffic. I'm literally looking out my window going, no.
It's true.
Like
you're right, but
we were talking about it. Like, what's the like, what do you see about LA that makes you want to live in LA? Like, just driving from the airport to the hotel, I'm like, you couldn't pay me to live out here. I'm sorry if anybody from California is listening, but yeah, you couldn't pay. I think the weather's great. Don't get me wrong; it's beautiful outside, right? It's in the mid 80s. It's freaking, no humidity. The breeze is nice, but no thanks, man. You know what was really cool too is when we got out of the airport. I didn't realize that we flew into the airport where Tesla is based, and they've got the. I just looked it up too. They got the hyper. What do they call it? Hyper tube or hyper something where that's the deal where Elon Musk is going to bury a tunnel basically underneath LA, and if you have a Tesla, you can come up to the thing. It drops you into this tunnel, and it like a bullet train, and shoots you from one side of LA to the other, and you bypass all the bullshit. So you can
have a Tesla.
Yeah, if you have a Tesla. They're working on it, but it's pretty damn cool. But yeah, coming out of the airport, I saw it. I was like, oh shit! It's like this tube. It's above the ground. It's obviously the prototype that they've been using to test it all out. But I thought it was really neat. Yeah, Connie says, what am I doing in LA? I'm out here working. Had to fly some folks out to for a wedding, so it is what it is. Yes.
So you just hang out.
What?
I said you just hang out. You just hang out for the weekend and then go back.
That's it. Yeah, and then fly back on Sunday and lose all the time on Sunday. Sunday sucks. So I think I have 4 or 5 legs on Sunday, so that's going to be a long day.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. So I did. Yeah. Sissy says you had to go over the Smokies. I had to go over the Smokies, the Rockies, the Sierras. I didn't do them all. I saw all of them. It's funny. I was talking to my co-pilot as we're flying out here, and every time I fly out west, I think the same thing, right? So we left South Bend this morning, like 11 o'clock or whatever, and had to do a fuel stop in Denver because the winds are, going west, you hit too much headwind, you can't make it out. So we had to stop in Denver for gas, and when as you're coming, as you're coming into Denver, as you're flying west towards Denver, you start to see the Rockies, right? And every time I fly west, I think the same thing. Like I think back to covered wagons, right? The pioneers leaving the East Coast and adventuring out west to try and find what's out there, right?
Head west, young man. Head west.
Yeah, and the whole time they're going, right, they're fighting. They're fighting the natives. They're fighting,
each other.
They're fighting, health and all that shit, right? And then I just imagine them getting to the Rockies and just going, "The hell is that?" Because it's literally a wall of rock, right? I mean, obviously you're climbing an elevation as you're heading to Denver, but as soon as you hit Denver, right on the other side of Denver, it's just poof, friggin' wall of rock, and it's from as far as you can see, right? I mean, you look at it and just go, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm just gonna stay here." It's like that's how Denver became a city, right? They were going and they were just like, "Nah, we're done." And then some crazy, call them brave, call them crazy, whatever you want to call them, decided, "Nah, let's go over this. There's something on the other side." And they just truck through, and you get on the other side of the mountains, and it's flat again. I mean, not really flat, but but pretty much it's flat all the way until you get to the Sierras in California, and then it's another mountain range. But every time I fly out west, it's all I think of, man. It's like these people just go out there and then they hit that wall of rock and just went, "Nah, we're done." Let me catch up here too, guys. Daniel says Sturgis Bike Week is a go-ahead. Yeah, they've been going back and forth. I saw they did approve it. We kind of said that a few weeks ago. They did approve Sturgis. However, there's a bunch of stipulations on what you can and can't do. Yeah. Right? You can't. They're not going to have the parades. They're not going to have the flyover. They're not going to have open container. A bunch of other stuff. And then just recently I saw that. And I don't know how the hell they're going to do this, but just recently I saw that they're talking about trying to test everybody that goes to Sturgis this year. So one is, okay, so you're going to test, but I think the tests still take a couple of days to get results back, at least 2 or 3 days, as far as I know.
Yeah, it's 20,
so what you're going to show
hours.
up? Yeah, you're going to show up, and then you basically quarantine these people for 2 or 3 days while their tests come. Like, seems a little. If you're going to do that, then cancel the event. There's no reason to it just seems really.
I think
seems
they might
really
be
dumb.
They might just be in a show. Hey, let's just put on a show. Say, hey, look, we're doing this. We're trying to get people, tested, whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Jen, haven't seen you in a while. She says we're looking good. Thanks, Jen. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jen.
Love Northern Cali, but nothing else there. Yeah, Northern Cali's California. I mean, honestly, it's a beautiful state. Don't get me wrong, beautiful state. I joke when I say, why would anybody want to live out here? Beautiful state, cool cities, cool towns. You couldn't pay me to live out here. There's way too many people.
Well,
there's just way too many.
Well, like
people.
I said, my brother lives in Redlands. My sister in Riverside. They're both in Southern Cal. It is nice there. We were just there in March.
Right.
Right. Unfortunately, it was for a bad reason, but
Right.
But it is nice out there. I don't like it. I mean, I went out there for boot camp in Navy, and I was like, yeah, I can't live here.
Dan says I'd love to visit LA again. Met Elijah Wood for the premiere of Happy Feet and saw Robin Williams. That's pretty cool. Many new motorcycles are unveiled in opening LA Art Center. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Everything kind of starts on the West Coast, right, and then just kind of feeds itself all the way across to the East Coast.
Right. Right.
Valerie, hey, what's going on? Thanks for joining.
Hey, Val.
Many popular MC bike clubs live out in LA. Absolutely. I mean, there's a lot that have been started out here for sure. Connie's birthday today. Happy birthday! I thought that was
yes, I did say happy birthday to her.
But happy birthday.
Unfortunately, I didn't.
Happy birthday. Go ahead.
I was going to say, unfortunately, I didn't get to put it on our Facebook page because I've been riding all day.
We've all been doing stuff. Dan says he had a COVID test done on a drive on site, and they take samples from your mouth and nose and send it to you text in 24 hours. Yeah, I mean, that's great, but again, like you're gonna make people. For an event like that, you're going to make them show up, swab them, and do that, and then hey, go away for 24 hours, and then come back when your tests come in. Like, just kind of strange.
Yeah, how many hundreds of people did you just get in contact with at 24 hours?
Right, exactly, right. Sissy says I want to see Alcatraz. It's funny. I've been out to California a lot for work. Yeah, I've been out to California a lot for work. This is my first time actually overnighting in LA. I usually just come in and drop people off and bail. I've overnighted in San Diego. I've been to San Diego a lot, but I've never overnighted in San Francisco. I've never overnighted in like Oakland, the Bay Area. Never been there. The closest I've been to San Francisco is wine country, and I was like, well, I'm going to take a day. Let's take the day and go down because I've never seen the Golden Gate in person. I've never been to Alcatraz. And, it's like in wine country, you look it up and it's like a 4.5 hour drive or 3.5 hour drive. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see it that bad. And it's like Yosemite's right around here too, close to LA. But I think it's like a 2.5 hour drive to go to Yosemite. Like, I'd love to go see Yosemite and like El Cap and all that, all those places. It'd be, that'd be super cool too. But,
right. Well, when you're out there, do you have the time, or are you on call? Like, hey, look, we ended up.
I mean, technically, I'm on call. Technically, when I'm at home, I'm on call as well. But I mean, yeah, like right. I know there's very little chance that I'm going to get called out of here early. I'm here with people that are expecting me to take them home on Sunday, so I'm pretty sure that I will be here through Sunday, and that's generally how it works for me. Like because I work for a private owner, I don't have to worry about them, somebody calling me and saying, "Hey, I need you to go to fill in the blank with the city to go pick up so and so or such and such." Like it very rarely happens.
Right, but your boss could call you and say, "Hey, look, we're leaving early."
He could most certainly. I mean, certainly could call me and say, "Hey, we had an emergency in the family. We need you guys to come home because we need to go. We need to go somewhere." And then in that case, the folks that I brought out here they'd probably have to figure out a charter to get them back. But I mean, yeah. So technically they could, but I mean, the truth is, I've been with the same guy for 10 years, and in 10 years, I've had 3 calls where one was like, "I need you to go right now," and then the other 2 were like, "Hey, tomorrow morning early, we need to leave."
All right.
So,
but you don't have to be. You don't have to be like, what I'm trying to say, I guess, is that he's not. There's no stipulation where, hey, you need to be at least 1 hour away, ready to go in an hour or 2 hours.
Not really. No, not really. I mean, if I was here with my boss, and I wanted to go to Yosemite or something, like I was going to be gone for 4 or 5 hours or whatever, or, it's a 2-hour drive, something like that, I'd just text him and say, "Hey, I'm going to be, down in San Francisco for the day," or whatever, Like when I was in Jackson Hole they had a family vacation, and I took everybody up there. So we were in Jackson Hole for 3 or 4 days. And Jackson Hole is like an hour and a half from Yellowstone. And I had never seen Yellowstone. So I was like, let's go to Yellowstone. So we just texted our boss, said, "Hey, we're going to take a day trip up to Yellowstone just to let you know." And he's like, "Go, have fun. Don't worry about it." So, it's
right.
Just, obviously you do that just in case something were to come up. And I mean, if I wanted to, I'd just text him and say, "Hey, I'm going to be in Yosemite. I'm going to be 3 or 4 hours away from the airplane. So if something comes up, know that I'm going to be there." But it's funny because it's a lot of times I say, "Yeah, I want to go do this, I want to go do that," but then the reality is I come in, I get into a hotel, and that's usually where I stay. Every once in a while I'll venture out, but
it's got to be boring, bro.
Well, it can be boring, but it's like I get a lot of stuff done, because it's quiet. I'm to myself, so I can sit down and I can do the work that I need to do, without getting pulled in different directions.
Since we gotta go in that direction. Motorcycles, music, airplanes.
Yeah, it's just. And don't get me wrong, I got to be honest, and I'm sorry, guys, we're kind of off topic here, but it's just the way the conversation's going. But the truth is like, I've been doing this kind of flying for 10 years now, and while I enjoy the flying, I enjoy the work aspect of it, right? I enjoy what I do. In these 4 walls is the part of it that I hate. I don't like being on the road. I like going to see cool, I like cool cities and shit like that. I don't like being on the road. It sucks. Hotels suck. Just that whole thing. Like, I'm getting to the point to where I'm ready to stop being on the road. You know what I mean? I've talked to Kim about it. Like, I don't. We're getting to a point where there's talk of a second airplane coming into the business, and if a second airplane comes in, I'm punching out.
You're pulling chalks, man.
Yeah, I'll stay with the company, and I'll manage the airplanes, and I'll be a chief pilot, and I'll go on flights every once in a while. But if a second airplane comes, I'm literally just going to say, we're hiring 3 guys, so we'll have a total of 5 pilots on the payroll, and I'll manage those 4 guys, and I'll make sure that they get their training done when they have to. I'll be a chief pilot at that point, and then I'll do an evaluation trip with each guy once a quarter or something like that, or if we're going to, if we're going somewhere cool and we're going to be there, like this year we were supposed to go to Ireland. If we go to Ireland, we're going to be in Ireland for 2 weeks, I can get Kim a commercial, have her fly there and meet me there, and then we spend a week on vacation. And and then that's it. And then I don't have to spend weeks, months over the course of a year in a hotel room, which is always a good thing.
It's thunder booming over here, man.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell was that?
Oh, wow. Sissy says her dad was a lieutenant at Sing Sing prison. That's
oh, wow.
Intense.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty intense.
Sing Sing? Ooh.
Yeah, man. Daniel says the joy of walking down Hollywood Walk of Fame in the Chinese theater was great. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. I wouldn't mind taking a trip down to Hollywood. I mean, that I'm here, right? I might as well try and. But the other side of it too is, like I said, everything here is closed. So like all the restaurants are takeout only. Nothing's open really. The hotel doesn't even have their restaurant. Their restaurant's closed. They don't have nothing, so it's just it sucks. Whatever, it is what it is. 1-3, what are you riding on the trip?
My Road Glide. We got 2011 Road Glide.
I love to just ride my bike through popular movie site places. Many great films were done. It's funny. He says the route where the Terminator 2 chases were done. As I was coming into the airport, we landed at Hawthorne, which is a smaller airport. As I'm landing, I could see LAX off in the distance, but literally coming over and saw the LA basin there, the LA River or whatever they call it, But yeah, that scene
LA River
in T2 where Arnold crashes through the bridge or whatever in the Big Mac truck and whatnot. But yeah, super super cool stuff. Andy says, you mean a lot of video editing? The funny thing is right now, my video editing's, I'm all caught up, which is great. It's because I'm all caught up. I'm caught up because we haven't really filmed a whole lot of stuff, right? We've got a bunch of filming we got to get done, but COVID kind of screwed
that. Andy, our photographer.
Yeah.
Oh, well, throw his name out there. Tell everybody who that is.
So yeah,
Andy, throw up a link.
Sky Drone. No, Andy, help me out, brother. When he comes back.
Skyview.
Skyview
drone photography. Skyview drone photography. Andy should throw a link up there.
Yeah, throw a link up there, Andy. Do that. I was going to do it, but it's going to take me way. You could do it way easier. Let's see here. Try Jameson Irish. Love Jameson. I don't think you can't talk either of us out of not taking a Jameson. So
no, let's have a nice drink.
You can't give Kim any Jameson though. We've talked about this. She gets very feisty on that Irish whiskey.
Yeah, that's why I drink Scotch.
Hey Matt, what's going on, man? Thanks for joining the show.
Hey Matt.
Can't wait for the interview on July 22nd. Yeah, I still got to call those guys and get that all set up with 3-foot offset. So
yes, that's going to be fun.
All right, we digressed there for a while. That was kind of a fun little interlude. Kim laughs. Yeah, Kim's not allowed to have Irish whiskey. Why is this really? I'm not even gonna worry about it. All right, next thing oh God, I love this stuff sometimes. This screen, because I didn't set up the screens beforehand, so as you guys can see there on the ticker, we're going to talk about snakes on a bike. That's what I'm calling it, snakes on a bike. Somebody get these MF and snakes off this MF and bike. Hey, it's funny now that I'm saying that. I just saw a meme the other day, and it was like 2020. Written by Guy Ritchie, directed by Quentin Tarantino, narrated by Samuel L. Jackson. So snakes on a bike. So 1-3 sent me this insane video. I actually, before we started the show, I actually edited this video and thought I was going to be able to have it. And, of course, technical difficulties, it did not work. So, I'm going to attempt to, that's not what I want to do. Hold I'm going to attempt to share my screen here so that everybody can watch this crazy video. And I know the 1-3 won't be able to see this video, but it's all good. So if you guys give me 1 second, they won't have sound because I can't deal with the chick talking is just terrible. So this video is out of Thailand, I believe. And you see this guy riding down the road, and he sees a snake in the middle of the road, and he steers away from it. And as he steers away from it, this snake lunges at him and tries to take him out. I'm gonna rewind it again. You see, snake just jumps up and tries to grab him. Look, there's a second video we're gonna get to, but I want to talk about this. So. This is we had another video not long ago. I believe it was out of Thailand too, where a damn tiger. Oh, it was India. You're right. It was India. But yeah, tiger chased down these dudes on a motorcycle. Now you got snakes trying to I don't. It's funny. I wanted to say, dude, 2020 is a weird year. I don't know if this is a recent video or not, but. Dude, that's insane. That is insane. On your bikes? Let's hear it. Bring it. Send it. I said send. You know what? I think your sound's screwed up. Hold on. There you go.
Again?
God damn it. We're back. Yeah. For some reason it got muted. I might have clicked the button on accident. You're good.
You know what happens? Normally when you go to video, my sound cuts out. Last time we did this, that happened.
Oh, you're right. I think so. Yeah. All right. I think you're back. I got levels on you. All right. So
okay.
Rewind.
All right. So actually,
Thanks,
with
Kim.
this snake story, the 1-4 and I, my wife and I, we have a snake story. This actually happened. My wife was riding point. I was behind her. We were going, I don't know, somewhere north. We were on this old Pasco road, 2-lane road, kind of windy a little bit. And in the middle of the street, I saw something up ahead of her, and I'm like, okay, I see it. She puts her foot out towards it. It lunges at her foot.
Do you guys, hold on, buddy. Do you guys not hear him still, or because I've got sound on him, I've got levels on him on
no.
the recording, so I don't know if these are. It sucks because everything's on a delay, so I don't know if you guys.
We'll find out in a second.
Not. So if you guys are hearing him, please let me know. If not, please let me know. God. All right, he's good. All right, so continue.
So we're good. Okay. So she puts her foot down to point for me, and right when she does that, it jumps at her. I swear it came up about a foot. She pulled her foot up. It was a damn moccasin in the middle of the road. Now, it was just after winter. It was kind of cold out that night,
Yeah, so they're out there getting warm.
Warm on the highway. They were up on the street, on the pavement, getting warm. I was like, holy crap. I mean, that could have gotten her. I mean, she has her boots on and stuff, but it was pretty crazy.
That's nuts, man. Like I've never had that. Like I've never had a snake try to get me on my bike. I was young. I just finished high school. I was out in Texas. My dad was stationed out in Texas, and we were out in the middle of nowhere. We thought we were going to San Antonio, Texas. We actually ended up in a town called Del Rio, Texas. Some of you guys might know where it is. If you don't know where Del Rio sits on the border of Mexico. It's right on the Rio Grande. It's literally city center of Del Rio is 5 minutes from the border of Mexico. Sam says just drive over it. Probably not a bad idea. A little speed bump and keep going. But yeah, little border town basically. So anyhow, not part of the story. I'm getting ready to go to boot camp, right? So I'm getting in shape, right? I'm continuing. I'm making sure I'm running. I'm doing push-ups and pull-ups and all the things that I need to do. Because at the time I thought I wanted to be a Navy SEAL. So, I'm running the perimeter. We lived on an Air Force base out there, and I'm running the perimeter of the base. I'm on the inside of the base. There's a fence, and as I'm running, I hear something hit the fence, and the fence had plexiglass all the way lined on it. Right, I hear something hit that, and it was loud as hell. It just smashed it, and I stopped running, and I'm like, "What the hell was that?" So I walked back, and on the other side of the fence was a rattlesnake, and as I ran by it, it jumped to get me, but because of the plexiglass and the fence, it never got me. Like had that fence not, or had he been on the other side of the fence, and I was out in the middle of nowhere, and this was pre-cell phone days, I'd have died. I'd have been right there. Just
a rattlesnake. You'd have been fine.
Dude, like that's just insane. Everybody's saying, Sissy, I dodged a few deer and one fox. Dan says the only common thing we find on our bikes in England is rats that have burrowed a nest somewhere in the bike. I got something for you. That's coming.
That's coming next.
He says in the touring bikes especially. HD said he dodged turkeys, hawks. He's never had to dodge a snake.
If you can dodge a snake, you can dodge a wrench.
I knew it was coming. That was good.
You can dodge a ball.
Let's see. One video somewhere online, not sure which country, showed a man having to take a seat of a motorcycle to remove a snake that had been made a home underneath the bike seat. Yep. Again, got one coming to you. Sam says nope ropes. Yeah, I call them nope noodles too.
Nope noodles.
Yeah, nope noodles. All right, let me.
I like them. I think snakes are cool.
Some of them are cool. Let's be real. Not all snakes are cool. I know. Cool, man. I know Kim's sitting in her in the living room right now watching this, going, "All snakes suck." All right, we're gonna try and get this here. All right, let's. So we got one more video for you. I'm gonna throw the screen up again, and
try not to lose me this time.
You look good right now. All right, so this is a scooter. This is a scooter. I believe this is in India. You can see there the snake, little snake popping out of the hole there. Guy comes in with a little stick and he pulls the thing up. Whoa! And it is a freaking cobra. And yeah,
that is insane.
It's crazy. Like, it's a full-on king cobra. Like the hood open. I'm explaining it to Bobby because he hasn't seen this.
I haven't seen it, but that's.
And then dude comes in.
Man.
Literally, dude comes in with one of those 5-gallon water jugs, puts it over the snake's head, and he's trying to coax the snake into climbing into the 5-gallon water jug. And that's how like, no shit, how this dude gets the snake out of the bike is he's like tapping it, like go ahead and get in there, and gets it into the jug, and that's it. Like,
puts the lid on it and he's done.
Yeah, like, yep, there's a lid going on, and and that's it. That's the video. So I'm gonna get to the comments here in a second, guys. Let me bring the screen up again. So Sam says love snakes. Kim says, oh hell no, burn that scooter. Connie says nope. Look, I'm like, I don't mind. I like snakes too. They don't bother me at all. But poisonous snakes are. I don't mess around with poison.
Not poisonous.
Whatever.
They're not poisonous. They're venomous.
I don't mess around with them. But I mean, like, when I was in college, I had a roommate who had a boa. We used to play with it all the time. We used to feed it all the time. Like,
they bite too.
Yeah. Oh, they'll bite. Yeah, and I've been bit by the boa a few times, and they suck because their teeth are
backwards.
They're backwards. So you get they jack you up. But Sissy says, oh hell no, Sybil, I'm moving for sure. Sissy, the people in the background seem to be so calm. Yeah, what I didn't explain to 1-3, so there's people in the background of that with their camera phones, their phones, and they're taking video of it. And they're just like, oh, no. People handing the guy the cap to the water jug. Like, I get it. It's
Nothing.
India. They have, that's where the whole snake charmer shit comes from, is in India.
But you got to remember, they live with these snakes all the time.
Yeah. I mean, it's a culture thing too. I mean, that's kind of, that they find they look at that, they look at those snakes. Yeah, they look at those snakes a lot different than we do. No. A king cobra,
nope noodle.
Nope noodle. King cobras are no. I don't. They spit at you and everything too. Like, I'm good. I don't need that. I think, like Kim said, burn that scooter. I'm kind of with you. I'm kind of with you on that one.
No,
again,
I'll use the scooter.
Yeah. No. I mean, so there. I mean, Dan was saying, rats in the bikes, and then then he had or he showed a video of a snake living underneath the seat. Like, I mean, I guess look here. Before, I didn't mean to cut you off, but here's the thing: ride your bikes, and you don't have to worry about shit living in your bike.
There it is.
Get your bikes moving, and you don't have to worry about it. That's what I'm thinking, anyways.
Well, yeah, and just 2 weeks ago, I'm riding home from work, and I just come off of Bruce B. Downs onto County Line Road, which is 4-lane road.
Mm-hmm.
From my left here, I notice a bird coming, and he's flying windshield height.
Mm-hmm.
I look, it's a freaking hawk. Like, I mean, he's wider than my damn bike is, and he comes up, and he turns his talons towards me.
Oh, shit.
Like this, and I go, oh, shit. Like, he would have hit me right in the arm, and he fell to the ground, like, he must have missed the ground by about a foot, maybe 6 inches, and took off to the right. I was like, holy crap, I almost hit this hawk. And I was doing like 30 miles an hour.
You mean the hawk almost hit you? The hawk almost was trying to take you away.
It was crazy. I mean, he absolutely turned his talons at me.
What in the ever-living hell was that hawk thinking when he's trying to come down on you?
Well, what I think I freaked him out, because he was coming across, and I think his only protection is defense.
Yeah, okay, I get
talents.
that. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they were in my face, arm's length away. I swear to God, my arms were right from my bike. He almost hit my windscreen. That's how close he was.
Connie says we need to do a show with flying objects on a bike. Yeah, like the 1-3 talking about a hawk coming after him. I actually took. I think I've said this story on the show before, but I actually took a bird off the head.
Yes.
Coming back from Georgia. I wasn't wearing a helmet either, so I took a bird literally right here, boom, and I saw birds. You know what I mean?
Little stars floating around the head.
It hurt bad, and I mean, I wasn't like, I was probably doing 45, 50 miles an hour down the road. There was a back road or whatever, but yeah, skipped it right off my dome. Like it hurt, man.
And staying on the bird theme, my buddy Paul, who I'm riding with, in Palm Bay, Melbourne, Sebastian area, he was on A1A, and he took a bird to the chest about at 45, 50 miles an hour. He said it almost knocked him off the bike.
Yeah.
He said a little bird. It was just a little bird, like a mockingbird or something.
Mm-hmm.
Took it square in the chest, almost took him off the bike.
Yeah, man.
He told, we were talking about my hawk. The hawk. He said, man, if that thing had hit you, it probably would have killed you.
Oh yeah, no, there's no doubt. There's no doubt, man. A bird that big, Yeah.
Yeah.
Sissy says he was in self-defense mode. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense what Bobby was saying. And then HD says happened to me the same way. Taking a bird off the head is not a fun deal. I do not recommend it.
Well, they fod,
Yeah, right, exactly. Somebody else said, Sissy said, I've dodged a few deer and one fox. Yeah, luckily I mean, aside from taking a bird on the head, like I haven't had to deal with that much like dodging animals. You know, I've heard of guys dodging freaking alligators on the road and shit. So
I drove over an alligator.
did you? Yeah.
There was, all right, same thing. We were riding down. I think it was 2010. I was with Howie, Karen, my wife, and myself. We were driving down to Key West for Fantasy Fest. So it was a great time. We went down 41, across, south of Alligator Alley. 12-foot alligator, literally no way around it. Already dead. On the road. You had to go over it.
Yeah.
We're at speed. You had to go over it. So we all stand up on our pegs, man.
Yeah.
Over an alligator.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude.
At least 12. He went across the whole lane, both lanes. I mean, there was no way around it.
Yeah, there's no way around it. That's crazy.
That was a huge alligator, man.
Yeah, you think?
Huge.
He says, I used to live in the woods. Yeah, I mean, when we did that ride up Crystal River, when those hogs were coming out of the woods.
Oh, yeah.
Dan, let's see. Dubai police are currently testing future project flying motorcycles for a future breakthrough in the motorcycling with the ability to fly. Yeah, we did a story
on that.
Yeah, tests were done and still needs research as the pilots didn't account for the wind variables and crash when they flew too high and the winds were too strong. Again, all exclusive test, and I'm in Dubai for the police department. Yeah, we did a story on something similar. It wasn't in Dubai though. It was here in the States.
It was a jet bike.
A jet powered bike, and we kind of have different opinions on the flying bike situation.
I think it's cool as shit.
It's cool as shit, but yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you got to go into with that, and you start putting non-aviators. Yeah, but you start putting non-aviators in the air, and it's not a good thing, man. I mean, look at, they had to do something with drone pilots, because drone pilots were screwing up and trying to fly drones into airplanes and shit. So I mean, it's a real thing, and it's something you got to be careful with. So, but yeah, the pilot in me does come out when we talk about stuff like that. So, all right, well, I'm gonna fire through some events real quick, and then
please do, because I don't have any. Except
we'll close the show with some more conversation with you guys, and then we'll call it a night. So.
Unfortunately, we don't have any more mugs.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, we're working on that though. We'll have some giveaway stuff here shortly. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the annual Full Throttle 5 Bridge Poker Run. This is happening July 18th. It goes over the 5 major bridges that connect the Tampa Bay area. They've got patches for the first 150 people. $20 for 3 poker hands. They're going to start at the Wing House Bar and Grill. And they're going to go over the Courtney Campbell to another Wing House, go over the Bayside Bridge to Burt's, go over Howard Franklin to Green Iguana, go over the Gandy to Kahuna's, and then back across the Skyway Bridge to the Wing House over there in Ellington. They're going to do awards and whatnot. I think best 3 hands and worst hand win. Fun event. We did this a few. Was it last year? I think we did this.
It was either last year. No, it was last year when we ended up down at that one Wing House in Ellington or whatever.
Yeah, so it's a fun ride, and going over the bridges here in Tampa Bay are always a good time. Would love to hear the list of bike events to see, please. Okay, awesome. Yep. Matt got his mug. Awesome, Matt. I'm glad everything went through. Yeah, the no games. I know, HD. We're working on some swag. You guys took all of our swag, but no, we've got some stuff coming. Don't worry.
And we're gonna think of some games, because that was fun.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun with the hand signals. So we're gonna come up with some more of that stuff. Okay, next event. I'm just gonna fire through these guys really quick. So.
Yeah, just fire through them, man. Don't do all the start stops.
Christmas in July. another great event. It's too bad it's not
Yep.
an actual full event, but this is going to be on the 24th of July from 12 noon to 2 p.m. It's going to be on the Full Throttle Facebook page, facebook.com/FLFTmag. This benefits the St. Joseph's Children's Hospital here in Tampa. Like I said, super great event. Sucks that we're not going to be able to do the real event, but basically it's a toy run. Since the toy run's not happening, they're just asking everybody that watches the telethon to donate what they can for the kids. They're saying $5 to $10. That's pretty much what you would spend if you were going to do this event, an actual for real. So I'm going to copy down.
That's what some of them spend.
Yeah.
What my thoughts on this? Spend the money that you would use for gas. Spend the money you would use for lunch, and then spend the money, that it costs for an event, a toy. So add all that together and donate a toy like that, or the money like that. How do you like that? Is that good?
That works,
good
man.
Huh?
Did I not copy that? I guess I didn't copy it. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get the links. Trying to get the link. Oh, there it goes. Okay. We'll send that. All right. That should go through. There it goes. So that's the link if you guys want to donate to the cause. Please do, because like I said, a great cause. Next event we're going to talk about is Battle of the Bands. This is an event that me and the One3 are hosting or emceeing. This is the finale of the Battle of the Bands. It is September 20th at Quaker Steak and Lube. 2 bands from each of the rounds is going to compete for glory. My Battle of the Bands benefits My Warrior's Place, another great cause. Please check out mywarriorsplace.org if you guys don't know anything about it. Again, super great cause. Love those people over there. The winner of the Battle of the Bands gets $2,500 or a prize pack that's worth $2,500. Includes trophies, cash, debut at the bike night, and a bike night at Quaker Steak and Lube. They get T-shirts, all kinds of other stuff. 2-night stay at My Warrior's Place, and much more. The runner-up is going to get a $1,000 prize package. The lineup right now is, I shouldn't say right now, the lineup for this event is Jack Mantra, 3-Foot Offset, Whiskey Throttle, Fade to Grace, Potbelly Stallion, and Symmetry. All super great bands, all super talented bands. It's going to be a very hard event to judge.
This is going to be...
It's going to be tough, man. Event sponsors are our good friends over at the Fran Hosh Law Group, 866-LAW, FranLawFran.com. Our very good friends over at Misfit Metalworks. Artist Direct, My Warrior's Place, Whistle Pig Whiskey, Quaker Steak and Lube, Conscious After Dark, and of course ourselves. Great thing too, Quaker Steak and Lube donates 15% of all of the food sales at that event for the cause. So I think that's great for them, and we appreciate Bill Church doing that for us. I have a slide for this, and I forgot to load it, so I apologize. It happens, but this is a cool event that we're going to be a part of as well. It's the Old School Biker Rodeo. It's November 7th from 12 to 6 at the American Legion Post in Newport Richey. Old School Biker Rodeo games are going to be the slow race, barrel race, needle in a haystack, and the cone race. There's going to be prizes for everything, 50-50, gift basket raffles, food, drinks, music by 3-Foot Offset, and the proceeds are going to benefit Veterans Enhancement Project. I'm going to try and link this into the comments as well. Another
that's a great organization.
Yeah,
bro.
Another great organization as well. These guys, I'm just gonna read some stuff here that they put in, and it makes a lot of sense. But first motorcycle clubs were founded by veterans returning from war. Military members that came back from World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Iraq, Afghanistan find it awkward and uncomfortable to talk about their experiences with people that either didn't serve or didn't share a personal connection. There is one thing in common that most veterans who ride motorcycles always say, and we can all relate to this: motorcycle riding is therapeutic and it calms me. The Veterans Enhancement Project was founded to take action against veteran suicide, which claims the lives of 22 veterans a day. Their mission is to teach a valuable skill that can place them in a possible trade in the workforce, including motorcycles and possibly sending them to a trade school. It assists veterans in need of motorcycle repair that can't afford to repair their own bikes, to make them safe and reliable. It also assists veterans with battlefield-inflicted handicap to be able to ride again when they can't afford the modifications they need for their bikes. It also provides assistance for veteran affairs care and treatment for veteran issues. It provides a brotherhood and camaraderie that all these guys are looking for, and it helps heal them together. So a great organization, man. Couldn't say anything more about these guys. Event sponsors there: Fran Hosh Law Group, Rider Now Magazine, Let's Ride Motorcycle Gear and Accessories, Constance After Dark, and as well as us as well. So, and then I'm going to skip the last one because it's the Leesburg. We all know Leesburg is happening. So
it's happening in November.
All right, so that's our event schedule. Damn it, I don't have Bobby up there again. There you go. We're here. There we go. We're on. Yeah. So let's see. Sissy HD, where are you going? Doing okay. Don't you have a bike tour?
Cool.
Yeah, man. So that is a show. Look, the events coming up are all super events. They are all for amazing causes.
Yeah.
You guys.
Well, and really, I was going to say these are all mostly local Tampa,
Yep.
Florida events. If you, who are in another state, country, or such, have an event that you want us to put out there, please send us the information because we are more than happy
Absolutely.
to share your event as well.
Absolutely. We do
and
have,
actually, I think I sent you a couple that are coming up from out of state.
Yeah, one of them that you did, because I was going to add those to the show, but one of them that you did send me has been canceled and postponed to the following year already. So
there you go.
So it's tough right now because a lot of stuff that is planned is being postponed or canceled or whatever because of everything. And then I don't, with the second surge or whatever happening,
Yep.
it may slow some stuff down too. So.
Right on.
Daniel says, "Ride safe and ride happy." Couldn't agree more, brother. I wish.
Absolutely, brother. Thanks.
I wish I could be riding right now, but and who knows? Maybe it's worth going to the Harley dealership and renting a Harley to go out to Yosemite or something. Who knows? We'll see what.
There
happens.
you go.
Cool, man. We've been at it for a little over an hour, so.
That's awesome.
Look. The show kind of went off the rails there at the beginning, but it is what it is. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for hanging with us. We we've said it a million times, man. We love you guys. You guys make this show fun, and the way you guys talk with us, interact with us, makes this show a lot easier to put on and to bring to everybody. So,
absolutely.
I couldn't say anything more. You guys are awesome, man.
And you're so awesome that you're going to share us again and
That's
again
right.
and again.
Daniel says, join Biker Hangout and it will promote all events and MC Club patches for free on their website and your radio show. I will check that out. Is that, Dan, is that I'll send you a link. Even better. I appreciate that. Thanks, Dan. Sissy, have a good weekend, guys. You as well. Godspeed.
Absolutely.
Connie, awesome show. Thank you, Connie. You're awesome. Jen, safe travels, boy. Thanks, Jen. Love you.
Thanks.
Safe trip to you both from Connie. Thank you, Connie.
Appreciate it.
Other than that,
thank you very
I got
much.
nothing else, guys. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Have a blast. We'll see you guys next Thursday. It will be another show like this because I'm traveling again for work. I think the 1-3 will be home, but
I should be in the 1-3 bar.
We will have another Skype show, and then the week after that, I believe, is we've got a special guest coming, I think.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
And then we're going to be.
It's already confirmed.
We're going to be recording a show with the guys from 3 Foot Offset too. I got to double check if that was if we were doing that recorded, or if we were doing that live. I don't remember. I got to look and see. I've got it on my calendar. So.
I think we were going to record it so we could edit it.
Yeah, I think that's what we were going to do.
We said we were going to do.
Okay, so other than that, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We will see you next Thursday. Same bat time, same bat channel. I don't know. I had to try it. You guys keep it rocking.
Got our rubber side down, baby.
Bye-bye, guys. We love you. We'll see you next time. See ya.
Peace.